He gets near me, and I'm like, oh my god, you're Chadwick Boseman. It is an honor to be in your presence. And this man literally laughs and he looks at me and he says, no, it's an honor to be in your presence. What's going on YouTube? It's your man's Juice Man Dre coming at you with yet another video. And if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell to stay notified to all of the videos that I have coming up. Now, as you can see by the title, today's video is going to be a story time and ooh, oh my goodness. Ooh.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I've been waiting to make this for like God knows how long. Like, oh my goodness, I've been waiting to make this video forever, but I didn't have a YouTube during the time when I was gonna make it, and I always wanted to like wait, like I always wanted to
that you would
until like I had like a big fan base or something like that on YouTube, so that way like, you know, people can actually see the video. But like as a small YouTuber, like the video is barely gonna get out there. But anyways, you know, it's whatever, like just to make the video just for me, you know. So this was something that I want to say happened towards the end of 2018. So this was like a couple months after I had graduated high school. This was a couple months after I graduated high school, and like I want to say a couple days or a couple weeks after I had dropped out of community college.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Now, it's going to be a separate video on why I dropped out of community college. But one day I remember I was with my mom. This was like when I was enrolling into community college. So I remember one day we were on the way to the campus to like go register for classes and stuff like that. So we come back from registering the classes, probably I want to say like an hour or 2 hours later. My brother had called me and he was over there like, hey, can you guys stop to like go get a meatball sub real quick? Because like I'm really hungry. So we stopped at Wawa. So when we stopped at Wawa, me and my mom had seen someone that she used to work with. So this was someone that was, I want to say like a nurse or like a CNA or something like that in the medical field. And long story short, basically he used to work with my mom and then he got fired for whatever reason. God knows, I don't even know. But anyways, he was talking to me about how he started to like pick up acting and stuff like that, and basically how he moved because his acting life was doing so successful that he moved, he got a house, he put another house in rent and all this stuff. So basically he was talking to me about, hey, you know, do you want to do acting and stuff like that? And I always wanted to do something big. I always wanted to have like my face on the big screen, right? But I just never knew how. Like I never knew if I wanted to act. I never knew if I wanted to be a YouTuber. I didn't know. I just always knew that I was gonna have my face somewhat on the big screen. And we exchanged numbers or whatever, and then he was like, yeah, he's gonna talk to me. If there is something for me, you know, he'll just be looking out and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, thanks. I didn't think like much of it because I didn't think anything would be, you know, out there for me. But fast forward to, I want to say probably like 2 or 3 months later, after I had dropped out of community college, I, you know, was down on my luck. Like when I dropped out, right, I did not know what I was going to do with my life. I thought I was just going to be a bum, just working at the job. Like I was working and stuff, but I knew it wasn't like a job where like you could live off. So at that time I was working at Walgreens. Walgreens is not something where you can make a living off of unless like you're a manager or whatever and you're working like 6-7 days out of a 7-day week. So that's not something that I definitely want to do at all. It's something out there that I know is bigger for me. So Walgreens is just like a job where, you know, you just need real quick just to get to where you need to. I'm gonna say like a week after I dropped out, or like a couple weeks after I dropped out, I got the call. So then he's over there like, oh yeah, I got this like little part for you in this movie and stuff like that. It's called 17 Bridges. Now, 17 Bridges was the title before 21 Bridges. So 17, it was first 17 Bridges and then they changed it to 21 Bridges. Now this is the movie starring Chadwick Boseman. So I just have to give y'all the basic part before we get to that part. Okay, so hold on. So basically, like when he's on the phone with me and stuff, he's like da 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 da. I got this part for you. Like it's an extra part and all that and stuff. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Like I just want to have my face on the big screen. So I'm like, okay, what do I have to do in all this? So he sends me to this one website, and he's on the phone, like he's on FaceTime with me, helping me like fill out the information that I have to give to the people. In the acting industry, or like the filmmaking industry or whatever, basically there's things where it's like SAG, there's non-union, there's union. So basically like those are type of organizations or whatever that people are under. So when you're like going out for things that's little roles and stuff like that, most of the time it's non-union work. But this was for a movie, so usually when they have non-union members, that's basically just like little roles or stuff like that, or sometimes it can be big roles, but I was filling out a non-union part. So in order to get into the union, I believe you have to have like a certain amount of like credentials under your name in order to get approved for the union, and then you have to pay to get in the union. And the union is basically like an organization or whatever, I believe, and it's like, you know, they let you know like when they have certain things going on, you get paid more, you get like you get out there a little bit more, you get more exposure out there a little bit more than someone that's non-union. Since I was non-union, I was basically filling all of that out, like my name, my shoe size, your weight, your height, your if what type of car you can drive, if so, if just in case if they need your car for the movie or something like that, whatever the case may be. Told me that they were gonna call me like in a couple of days or whatever. Now look, that man to this day is a blessing. Like, I dodge auditioning, I dodge all of these things just to get into this movie. And mind you, I have no work. At that time, I was 18. I had no work under my name. I never acted before. I've been in like little things before, like modeling and stuff like that, but I have never been acting. I never did any of that stuff. So I'm over there like, oh my God, like, bro. I'm just over there like hype. I'm over there like telling everybody in my house. My girlfriend at the time, I was telling her about it and stuff like that. And you know, I was really, really, really nervous and stuff. But basically he was like, yeah, you got this, you know, everything happens for a reason and stuff like that, which I believe is true. And in life, you meet certain people for a reason. So if my brother never would have had called me on the phone when we were coming home, I never would have had even seen this dude, and I never would have had gotten into the movie. So you see how certain things work? Like, you need certain things to happen in life for a certain reason. So a couple days later, I get a call from the casting agency, and they're over there like, yeah, you know, we need you for these dates and stuff like that. Will you be available for these dates? I'm over there. I think I had work. I had work the day that they needed me to. I was like, work or get in my face with Chadwick Boseman. So I got someone that was like newly hired at the job. I was like, hey, can you like, you know, cover my shift and stuff like that? I have something going on. He was like, yeah, no problem. The casting agency had told me like, you know, what I was going to be. So I was a news reporter basically for like a press conference. That was the scene that I was in. And I had to get like, you know, attire. So they were telling me the attire to wear and stuff like that. Basically, you know, what you would see reporters wear, like, you know, suits, ties. I get all that stuff. And the day before, I'm over there so nervous. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm praying. I'm like, I hope I do not mess up. Because these places, like, just because, you know, they want you to be in the movie or whatever, they're giving you this opportunity. They could literally, like, if you do anything wrong, like literally snap a picture or like talk when you're not supposed to be talking or something like that, they could literally just point at you and be like, out, out, out. And you over there like, no, no, please, please, please stop, please stop. No, I didn't need to. God, and please, they could just be like, nope, no, out, out, no, out, out. We don't need you. Out, out, no, out, out. And I was just so nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, what if I mess up? Like, I was having all this doubt in my head. But it was just all in my head. So it was like, you gotta pull yourself together. The day finally comes. It was late November before Thanksgiving. And it was shot in Philly. So I live in New Jersey, and Philly is pretty close to me. So that was like really great. So it took me probably like 20-something minutes or 30-something minutes to get there. I did not want to drive at all. So I just took the train. And while I'm on the train, I'm just over there like scared. Like, I'm so super, super, super scared. So anyways, I get to the place that we're filming at, right? So I get there, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm over there like a little 5'7", little 18 skinny-year-old dude, just like, hi, 17 Bridges, I'm Andre Cropper, and I'm just over there scared, and I don't know why, and the lady's looking at me at the desk like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? What's up with this boy? And I'm just over there like, hi, 17 Bridges, I'm here. And like I came like mad early. Like I was super duper early for no reason, but that's good because you always want to be at them places early just in case for whatever reason. So they tell me the floor that I need to go to. So I go to the floor and I come and literally my heart dropped. So my heart dropped when I seen like all of these people there. Like it was all of these people there for like certain roles and stuff like that. There's people with helping with wardrobe. There's people helping with lighting. You got all these people doing certain things and stuff like that. And I'm just over there like my heart was literally like I went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like my heart was like bumping out my chest and stuff. So I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I started sweating. I started panicking. My hands was getting sweaty. I don't know why my hands was getting sweaty, but my hands were getting sweaty. So I go to this one person and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm here for this, da 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 da. So they're like, Art, you know, take this paper. Basically, this is like your payroll thing, like your W-2s paper. Fill that out, and then when you're done, come back to me. So I don't know anybody, and like everybody's looking at me. So I didn't know, but I was the youngest person to be in that movie. I was the youngest person to be in that movie, and oh my goodness, just saying that just now, just like, oh my God, no way! Oh my God! God is good. God is good. But anyways, just saying that just now, like I'm 18 and stuff, and like all these people is like a whole bunch of, you know, like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 70-year-olds, like, yeah, 70-year-olds. Like, they had, like, a whole bunch of people. So, I go to this table, I start filling out the stuff, and at that time, like, the first time I ever filled out my W-2s, I did that with my mom for the job that I was working at during that time. So, I only filled out W-2s one time. So, I seen this paper, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm really supposed to fill out besides my social security, today's date, and my signature. I don't know what else. So someone has to help me. I go to someone and I'm like, yeah, can you help me do this and all that? And then, you know, they're with a whole bunch of other people too and stuff. So I walk over there and they're over there helping me out. They were really nice. Like I'm still friends with some of them to this day as well. I handed it to the guy at the desk. So the guy at the desk was like really cool and stuff. And then basically we're just over there waiting until like, I guess they were done shooting one part or whatever. We're on a certain part. So we're away from the set. We're at the set basically where it's like you're, you know, doing your wardrobe and stuff like that. You're getting all that stuff done before you actually go into the filming setting of the shooting where all of the cameras are and stuff like that. So this is where I was told where we couldn't, you know, I was told by like the people around me and stuff like that, like don't, the do's and the do nots. And the do nots, I paid more attention to the do's. I paid more attention to the do nots than the do's. So they were telling me, do not take pictures with Chadwick if you see Chadwick. Don't record, you know, what's going on and stuff like that. Basically, it was like, don't leak any confidential stuff. Don't do any of that stuff because, you know, this is a movie that has not been like it's not out yet, so they don't want no teasers, they don't want no spoilers, they don't want, you know, you making trailers, they don't want anything getting out because that stuff is confidential. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I'm all right. So I got like one quick thing. Me, I do not listen. I don't listen at all. So I'm over there looking like nobody's gonna believe me. So let me just snap something real quick. And I'm just over there and I'm snapping like that's like the wardrobe area or whatever where people were basically setting up before you go up and, you know, go in the shooting center. So after all that, it's this man that basically just comes and he's getting everybody like assembled and stuff like that. He's telling them like, you know, what's about to happen, who needs to change into this wardrobe. The people that had tattoos, they had to get like their tattoos covered up and stuff like that. So basically like they tell you to bring like a couple outfits just in case, you know, just in case you have to like change into certain stuff that they don't have. And I'm small, so, you know, just in case if they need me to change into certain stuff, I'm not gonna fit into the stuff that they have because I'm very, very tiny and skinny. Like I lied on my thing saying like, oh yeah, I weigh this much, I'm this height, my arms are this long. So because I know that you have to fit into that stuff, and if you're small, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna need this dude because he can't fit into the stuff. So nope, throw away his application. So I lied on that application. I was saying I'm bigger than what I was, but you know, it was fine. It was all good because I already had clothes of my own. So I go there in my reporting attire and stuff like that. And basically is this one guy, he's over there like getting everybody lined up to take like a group picture and stuff because, you know, they were proud of, you know, their work, like as for the wardrobe, as for the people that's doing makeup and all that and stuff. So here goes the long awaited part. After we take pictures and all this and stuff like that, basically it's this one guy that comes and gets like all of the people that were supposed to be on set for a certain scene. The people that's supposed to be on like the certain scene or whatever, they said before we put y'all on that scene, we're gonna go get y'all some food. Food. So, bro, let me just tell y'all. I think I ate like 5, 6 times or 7 times that day. I ate over there more than I eat in my house. Like, they were feeding us like so much throughout that day. They just tried to make us fat. They were like, yep, we're just about to, you know, we have all this food. We're just about to feed them because, bro, we got fed as soon as we got there. We got like Chadwick Boseman. He also bought us wings as well. So it was like a little plate. I'm gonna have a picture somewhere around here.
At 6:25 p.m.
But basically it was saying like Chadwick Boseman got these wings or whatever. So like we were eating like so much. We were eating lunch, dinner, snacks, all this, like, bruh. They had like candy, and I really love candy, and Gushers. I'm telling you, they had Gushers like at this one spot too. Bruh, one day Gushers is gonna sponsor me from all of the Gushers that I had. But I grabbed all these Gushers and I literally put it in my bag and I was like, yep, I'm about to take these home because nobody else wanted the Gushers. And I love Gushers, so I got that. Like that. They only gave us like 15-20 minutes to go eat. Then we go to the place where a shooting's about to happen, right? So we go into this place and we're in a line basically. And I'm the person that's standing out the most out of everyone because number one, I'm so young. I'm shorter than a lot of the guys that's there. A lot of the people have beards and all this. A lot of the girls are like, you know, they're like older and stuff like that. And then there's me, some little dude that's just like. So I'm just over there looking all around and stuff. I look so out of place. You know, it's fine because I was standing out. Of course. Anyways, I'm over there standing out and stuff. And then they're over there like, yeah, so these are the people that we're gonna need for this shot. So we're gonna need for this shot you, and mind you, like, we're in a line right now, okay? So basically, you ever like go to the basketball courts or whatever, and they're picking teams and stuff like that, and you're over there just trying to like, you know, you want to say like, ooh, me, but it's like, you know, you just gotta stand like closer to the person, like when they're pointing, you want to just like get in front, or like you want to move and stuff like that. So you know, obviously like they pick you. So he's like, the guy or whatever for the shooting, he's like, yeah, we need you, and then he takes a long look at me, and they made me change my outfit that I had came in there. They put me in some horrible drip. They put your boy into some long Naruto shirt. Bro, what? Like, why would you do that? Why would you even do that? Like, why would you just portray me like that? Like, bro, I don't need no stylist. Like, bro, I don't need y'all to be. What do I need this Naruto shirt for? Like, bro, I'm supposed to be a press reporter. Like, what do I need this Naruto shirt for? But anyways, he takes a long look at me, and he's like, the person behind you, I'll need you for this shot. And I'm over there like, I'm just like, wow, okay, alright. So it was just this one shot. Those people barely got any screen time anyway because they just basically had to like walk past this one place or whatever. So boom, let's try to fast forward because this thing is kind of taking long and you probably want to get to the part where we talk about Chadwick, okay? Alright, being fair. Sent to this one room. We were waiting there literally forever and we were getting to know each other names and stuff like that. I met a lot of people, You know, I was talking to a lot of people about certain roles that they did. A lot of people in the room were asking about my age, asking about how old I was, and I was 18, like I said. A lot of people were like, "Oh my goodness!" And I'm over there, you know, talking to them. I'm like, "How old are you?" Some of them are 25, some of them are 27, some of them have kids, some of them own homes, and I'm just over there, you know, just a young boy, like just watching them, like, "Oh dang." All right, but everyone's just like congratulating me and stuff because they're like, for you to be so young and to be like doing this stuff and getting into this stuff, that's so great for you. Pat on the back, kudos to you. So basically, after there's like, we're waiting in that room for hours upon hours upon hours, and we're just over there giving up hope, like, oh yeah, we definitely not gonna be in this movie or whatever. All hope just comes. So all of a sudden, we're in this one room, like I said, with all of this food and all that, where Chadwick had got us wings and stuff. So all of a sudden, a huge bunch of people, like a huge group, just comes. And next thing you know, I see Chadwick. And like I told you in the beginning, you can't take no pictures, you can't do any of that. So I'm over there just staring at this dude like. So I knew Chadwick like way before, like, you know, he was King of Wakanda, before all James Brown movie, like all of that stuff. Like I watched him in 42, basically a movie documented about Jackie Robinson, and he played that. He did an amazing job at doing that too. So I already knew who Chadwick was before all of this stuff, before he got into any of this stuff. So he's just rolling in and stuff like that. He's squad deep, like he's squad deep, like he's with all of these people or whatever. Basically they just had got out of a shooting or something like that, whatever it was. Walks in and everyone's just staring at him and stuff. So this man starts talking to people. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to meet Chadwick Boseman. So next thing you know, he's talking to certain people and all this and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, people are trying to talk to him and stuff like that. And then finally, he gets near me. He gets near me because I was near the wings that he bought. And he gets near me and I'm like, oh my god, you're Chadwick Boseman. It is an honor to be in your presence. And this man literally laughs and he looks at me and he says, no, it's an honor to be in your presence. And literally, I'm like, I was about to just tear up literally from what he said right there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I started bluffing and all this stuff because it's like, bro, this is him. This is him. Now I know like he's like another human just like me and you and stuff like that. Only thing different with him is his bank account and all that and stuff. But it was just like at the time I was just, you know, in the moment and stuff. Like I'm really meeting this guy right here. Like this is someone that I have done watch for forever. Just literally go from the bottom to the top, like from everyone to know him. So it's just like a pleasure just like being in that man's presence at the time. So I'm over here like, oh my goodness, you know, is there any advice, any tips you can, you know, help me? Like, is there anything you can really do or say to me that that's gonna make me get to the next part in life? And literally he says these words and I will not forget. He's like, you know, this business, this industry, it's almost like a hierarchy. It's like, you know, you're starting from the bottom. And he was talking about me precisely. He's like, you know, you're at the bottom and stuff like that. And it takes a while. But, you know, if this is something that you really want to do, is something that you're really passionate about doing and stuff like that, you know, you're going to do whatever it takes. Maybe it can take a while for you. Maybe it could take like, you know, years. Maybe basically he's talking about like, you know, it can take years. It could take some people it takes months, some people it takes years. Basically he's telling me that, and he's like, no matter what you do, don't give up and stuff like that. Always strive for your goals and stuff, and you can be at the top just like how I am basically. And I really love like all of the information that he gave me and all of the advice that he gave me too, because he gave me like a little bit more detail. But right now like my brain is just going crazy. And I can't really think of everything he said. But basically I really love that he was such a genuine person, because he was talking to other people around me too, and he was having great conversations and stuff like that. And he's not one of them celebrities that I envision like, oh yeah, superstar status, don't touch me, you're broke. Like he wasn't like that. Like he was really like genuine, like really just talking to you, being mad calm and all that stuff. And I really do love that. So I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I just met this dude or whatever. After he left, or whatever, he leaves. with like the people he was with. And I just go crazy in the room like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I met him and I ain't even get a picture. Nobody's gonna believe me. Nobody's gonna believe me at home. They're gonna be like, where's the picture at? I'm gonna have to tell them that I couldn't take a picture. And it's like, you know what? Why does it even matter? Like, I'm in a movie with this man. I'm gonna get a paycheck. Like, I didn't have to go to work today. I'm fine. Like, I'm set. My name's gonna be in the credits. I'm set. But anyways, yeah, after all that, then we were called to go do the part that we were basically like, you know, called to do and stuff like that. So we had to go change, and then we went outside. Now, this was November, so during this time, it was like freezing cold, but I got to do like my part and stuff like that. So basically, I was a press reporter, and you know, like at press conferences and stuff like that, they're over there like, hey, you know, like the person is talking and stuff in front of the whole press or whatever, and then people are over there asking questions and stuff like that. So me, I have my little like notepad and stuff like that. I have on my thing, and I'm over there like, ooh, over here. Got the guy that was talking, but he was in Empire. So he was in Empire and stuff like that. And then after we were done, a couple people were like taking pictures with him. Now this was more freely to take pictures with him because this was like outside and all this stuff. But yeah, so basically that part had got done. The director, he was talking about how like he wanted to go like across town to do like a hotel scene or something like that, but basically I wasn't called to do that part. Like, I wasn't for that part. Now, I probably could have had asked, but I was so tired because I think we had been there for literally like 10 hours. I was exhausted. I had work the next day and I did not want to call out at all. But I was like, you know, my day is already satisfied. Like, I got to do what I needed to do. I got paid and I met Chadwick. Like, I'm already ready to go home. Like, I'm already set. So basically, it was this person that I had met there. She had drove me home because, like I said, my house was like probably like 40 minutes away from the shooting scene, and her house was actually, I want to say, like probably 10 minutes away from my house. So I did not know we lived that relatively close, but hey, you know. Then after that, a couple weeks comes, and then I get the paycheck, I get the pay stub or whatever, and boy, they got show man looking crispy. So this was a check, this was a pay stub basically, and it was a check just saying, yeah, I worked 8 hours. Like, I got paid for 8 hours, and I also got paid for overtime. I also got paid for night premium, which I do not know what that is. They took out taxes, of course. They took out $76 in taxes, but that's coolin'. And I ended up getting $293.25 just literally for one day. That's probably sometimes how much I would come home from Walgreens just doing that. So they paid your boy pretty good just to show his face a little in an extra and meet Chadwick. Yeah, I'm definitely satisfied for that. So that's that right there, and I'm probably have a picture somewhere around here. Now I have to be careful showing you guys because this has my address, my social security card, you know, all that other stuff. So well, you ain't gonna find me. You ain't gonna find me. You don't know where I'm at. You ain't gonna get me. But anyways, I hope you love it. If you're new to the channel, like I said, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell to stay notified to everything that I'm about to drop, because I'm about to drop nothing but heat. And I hope you love it.